Hey, what's up, traders? This is the watch this video for Monday, October 7th. Um, SPY had two big down days this week and then two big up days. Now, the problem with that for me, for a day trader like me, is I look for things that are setting up for a nice move tomorrow, right? Every night when I make a video, my list is comprised of stocks that might give me a nice trade tomorrow. When you have a scenario like we have now, two big down days, two big up days right back up, you don't have a lot of stuff ready to break out. You don't have a lot of stuff that's oversold because you had the two big bounce days, right? So it's like my bounce plays, I don't have a great list. I don't have any really near breakout. So we're going to have to let some setups unfold over this coming week, probably before I feel better about my list. But in the meantime, I do have a short list of stuff I do want to watch. So here goes. Work, W-O-R-K, which is Slack, had a really nice 2-day pop and then kind of an inside day. Let me go to like 60-minute candles and show you. So I don't know, you sort of have a little 60-minute, which is what, about 10-day cup and handle going on. Let's go back to the daily and zoom in. So I guess the reason I like it is you had this big pop here on pretty strong volume. This would have been on Thursday, and it looked like, okay, it's finally bottomed, right? Because this thing's really beaten up from the IPO. Was what, almost $42, maybe $42, all the way down below 22. And then you had the bounce. It looked like it was rolling over again. And now you're putting in higher lows and maybe higher highs over the last several days. So for me, maybe it's feeling like, okay, it's bottomed at least short term. And then you had this big spike on Friday and then an inside day. So there's the entire reason why I like it. Friday's high 25.21. So if we get through that, Thursday's high 25.42, not far above, and then maybe a nice move to 26 or a little squeeze or something. So anyway, that's interesting, but you kind of have to dive in and you almost look at it like an X-ray to try to figure out why I like it, right? DAL, Delta Airlines. Let me pan out a little bit, show you this setup. So pretty beaten up down into pretty close to those recent lows, late May, early June lows, and it got there in a hurry, so I was looking for a bounce. It did bounce intraday Thursday and then a continuation Friday, kind of sitting at a 2-day high near the whole number 54 though. So I don't know. I'm going to watch this for a continuation of the bounce, especially if people start to think, okay, the market sell-off is already over. The airlines are pretty beaten up, so this one still, switching to 15-minute candles here, still has room, to bounce, right? You had this big sell-off. And it's kind of flagging, if you will, over the last 2 days right below 54. So maybe a push through 54 with some volume. Certainly not in love with that. CFMS had this big volume spike here, which would have been, Tuesday? Wednesday? Yeah, Tuesday. And then it worked its way up over the next couple of days above Tuesday's high. Now we've got a red day kind of back down, getting close to the 8-day moving average. I do think this is worth watching for a turn right back up. We'll see. Maybe it needs another red day first. Big, which is Big Lots, bounced back here in the middle of September. Got there in a hurry the last couple days. Couple little bottoming tails right here. I'm not in love with this setup either, but I do want to watch it. It caught my attention the other day on a big sell-off, and if it's not going to come down and test out this 20, then maybe it's testing this and it's going to turn back up. That is not a handsome chart, by the way, but this is kind of proof that I couldn't find much, right? AVYA, big volume and a strong close. I will say in chat, for those of you that weren't there, several of us tried to buy this on Jane's call through 12. This is during the opening 5-minute candle through 12. I thought it was just me. I placed an order. It was trading in the high 1190s, and it just didn't fill. And then it went without me. And so, I don't know, a little bit later in the day, I told the chat room, I said, hey guys, I tried to get this, great call by Jane, but my order didn't fill. And like 3 people from 3 different brokers had the same thing, which makes me wonder what's up with this stock, or if it was just a coincidence or what. But having said that, big volume, strong close, 200-day up above, could be a magnet. So we definitely want to watch this for a follow-through day. SRPT, nice strong volume and a fairly strong close on good news on Friday. So we'll see if it goes a red to green or something like that. MVIS, big pop for the stock. Big pop on Friday, all the way up to the 200-day, but gave a lot of it back. So we're going to see if that one can go red to green or something along those lines, some kind of intraday setup on Monday. JE Had this nice pop, like a big 2-day run right here. Looked like it was rolling back over, but it's holding up pretty well. So I'm not in love with it, but again, it's further proof that I couldn't find much. And then STZ, a couple ugly days here, but it seems it's finding buyers down here below this area. So I do want to watch this for a potential turn back up. And that's all I've got. I'm not in love with this list, but hopefully we'll find some nice gappers in the morning. We'll watch our scanners and look for some momentum trades. The pullback plays, all that stuff will just work together on Monday. I'm confident we're going to have a good week. But like I said, right now, because of the recent action, I don't have a lot of charts that I'm looking at for Monday that I'm in love with. But I suspect by Tuesday or Wednesday, that'll iron itself out and we'll have a really good looking watch list again. All right, so enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see y'all on chat on Monday.